Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come for developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all for developments now we nation Salon. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come for developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all for developments now we nation Salon. We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but wetin dey happen? Political discussion. You for know about Salon politics. Religious messages, entertainment self no go left bien. We no go left nothing bien no.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come for developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all for developments now we nation Salon. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come for developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all for developments now we nation Salon.
This not the team them where we dey talk about
Sierra Leone political history,
defeating the lives of fake people.
waiting they be na social media.
One-on-one interview, we go bring you all the hot topics.
Unity Broadcasting TV say, and we let myself and better Salon.
Indeed, we like we self and better Salon. Today na the 16th day of December 2025. Now so we go take welcome on our inside the second edition of Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. Right now we 48 Shaka Stevens Street na Freetown. And you with the watch we no say the watch we live from your Facebook page and we YouTube channel. Also you go get the opportunity for gets we on the program with the phone number 076-946-948. This number there on WhatsApp and a day also on regular text message. Where this morning we don't see where the tripartite committee don't be formed in 2023. We don't see how contention don't be they come up and down. Boku recommendations we don't come inside. Where we expect those recommendations for let them be implemented and the way forward. This morning we will get inside the studio Golukata na in the man way they in charge of this tripartite, the chairman, and we want for let it can tell we since na in the coordinator one for make it can tell we the way forward, how the implementation day and waiting at some of the difficulties we still hold this tripartite here as a day. We also pose some questions to them. What are conflicts of interest no good day? We don't see where the opposition party don't they complain say they not get much representation, and because of that we go use the opportunity for make it tell we. The opposition say now some members where they now by default. Then they inside it. The representation are just one individual when in the minority leader. Some questions of that go come to around on a continue for state. This is the Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. My name is Elizabeth Skefue Kembe.
We broadcast live now in studio in 48 Shaka Stevens Street to be part of the conversation to the platform where you watch will be civil and respectful. We talk on the issue, we no attack personality. We also go get for again at the studio Sheriff Baye, the chairperson for Inter-Party Dialogue Committee, and we go get for you from your own side as to how the representation they go like. Can be part of the conversation. Me, na Mariam Bilkish-Doumbia.
As you continue forward, we will take a quick commercial break and we will come back. And this now Unity Broadcasting Morning Show. Good morning.
Hello everybody, my name is Shaina, I'm a staff from One Mobile, and today I'm here to shed light on the outdoor campaign that you've been seeing on social media. So the campaign covers both our existing One Broadband clients and our new One Mobile clients. Now for existing One Broadband clients who already have the fiber at home, you can get our 5G MiFi for 50% off and add to your existing One Broadband bill at no monthly cost. Now for new clients, you can get a free fiber installation and zero cost of MiFi by just paying $1699. So you get fiber at home and 5G on the go. The monthly subscription fee will be $1499 plus 200 leones monthly rental and service fee. So for more info, you can call us on 3333.
Salon get one independent cross-party committee, an electoral system, and management review body them, when they can call tripartite committee. Then form this committee inside November 2023 as part of the talk where the international committee been put much pan for agree for national unity for Sibot the draw we been there pan the last June 2023 general election. The committee the main work now for look the general system how we dey and how they go about them from 2023 and then other election them like 2007. 2012, 2018 for see how them go pick and look inside, then draw them per election and result management. This na for respect, transparency and fairness go there pan all election them with the Kamnas alone with the international best practice. The main thing them per the work na then this for look back the Public Election Act 2022 and other important law them to watch how the Electoral Commission for Salon, ECSL and other body them they do their work. For CC, then team up by themselves and command the respect for develop some kind document we go help for give strength to election business. We look back the 1991 constitution for make them one strong multi-party democratic constitution. The tripartite recommendation report get 80 recommendation them where them put this way. A 17 recommendation them they deal with constitutional review process. B 26 recommendation them they deal with legislative reform. C ECSL get 60 recommendation them with them for do. D PPRC get 7 recommendation them with them for do. E ONS get 10 recommendation them with them for do. F IPCE get 2 recommendation them with them for do. G NCRE get 3 recommendation them with them set for do. H SLBC IMC Ministry of Youth Affairs and Human Rights Commission get 1 recommendation where each of them for do. Once the recommendation yaso, then do a full one and they adopt new constitution. Salongo get strong electoral system we all man go glad for. Pansab that proper democracy go there. We all go there as one and the country go push go before. Now the tripartite steering committee secretariat, office of the chief minister with support from United Nations Development Program UNDP bring this message to una.
All right, welcome back. This morning we get inside the studio Golukata. Golukata na in at the head of this tripartite steering committee and the secretariat. We want for make it come and talk to we the way forward of the tripartite. We all know say in 2023 they may form this tripartite for make sure say bad belleting no come inside the country again. As contention been they say the opposition say that they win the elections. For sake of that, good individuals they may come together for let them make sure say we not get any bad thing where they happen. Lord, we decide for change some laws then within our books there. So this morning we get Golukata, we go come and talk to. We expect Sheriff Barry anytime soon for joining me inside the studio because himself now at the head, the inter-party representative, the political parties representative now in the chairman for this tripartite here. Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me. Good morning, Sierra Leoneans.
All right, so we don't see the tripartites don't they go, and some people very pleased, others not actually pleased. You as the head of the secretariat, we want to let you give you an overview of what's they go on now, the way forward, and one or two things we don't go amiss. But before that, give you an overview of the tripartite so far.
Thank you very much. So this nickname winner tripartite, it really mean independent cross-party committee on electoral management and systems review. Na resolution 3 of the National Unity Agreement. We bring 3 parties together. The government of Sierra Leone on one hand, the All People's Congress, and the moral guarantors led by the United Nations Development, United Nations in Sierra Leone, and in fact now being the the resident coordinator, now be the chair of that process there. And out of that day, the agreement come out with 80 recommendations. Then come out and we then sign to. Always conversation day, see now 84 recommendations. And the 4 recommendations, now the divergent recommendations, the one where the 2 parties not agree onto. So in the course of we work, we can always tell the electoral commission say make he whilst they pay attention to the 8 recommendations which when I get the bigger part of them, may also they look at the 4 and see how it go add value to their work. So since that period, it's over a year now, where the secretariat don't come into existence. A lot of work to happen. So first of all, make I just take you through because we are just an operational angle of the whole tripartite conversation. After after the signing of the documents and the presentation to His Excellency the President, recommendation 80. Now the reports they indicate say make cabinet take a decision on these documents and make them develop a mechanism how for implementer. And when the cabinet meets, one of the things that the cabinet do now for set up a national steering committee. The steering committee, then the governing and also oversight institution in the implementation of the tripartite reports. And now up very close to about 28 people in the day, including government ministries and the chief minister, Naina, the chairperson of this committee, including Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Information, Ministry of Local Government, Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs, and also I don't call finance, information. So then one and they all are members of the committee for one reason or the other, because genuinely a core of them they also supervise legislative processes within other MDAs, and we and them will virtually end up for Kanguna Parliament, including Attorney General and Minister of Justice, may not from another very important institution. But also we get the 2 parties, it's a bipartisan committee as well. So we get the leader of government business day, and then we also get the minority leader day, and then we get city councils, mayors of city councils, and from Freetown, McKinney, Bo, Kenema, and as well as the Bonds. So that's also the council inside there. Then inside there, we also get the Council of Local Government Association. We also get the Council of Paramount Chiefs, about 3 representatives. We also get Civil Society Day, Chadi. We get Women's Forum Day. We get APWA and APA Day. We get Bar Association. We also get the United Nations Resident Coordinator inside there. And very recently, we then also bring the National Civil Registration Authority also the inside there. And I mean a lot of conversations in there, because also the basics around the terms of reference, it will co-opt people based on the thoughts of how they will perform in the process. Other institutions they calling for be part of them, but that's what their duty is to implement these recommendations. But because they all are governments and other institutions, they all the work, it then need a small catalytic, in other words, short-lived operational wing will help for facilitate and coordinate this process, so that the secretariat can and the secretariat get a set of professionals. It is. He has a leader expert. He gets a data analyst expert day. He also gets a communication expert day. He gets finance person. He gets research person. He gets admin person. So that kind of team they help for facilitate and run this process.
All right.
So we have moved beyond just setting up a secretariat, and we don't carry on a lot of implementation processes forward, and part of which we don't do now that immediately I take over, we decide to do familiarity and meetings with all the actors within the process and solicit cooperation. So we don't meet with all institutions, including the political parties and also the main opposition, APC. I mean, myself don't visit the office over 2-3 times. We also don't meet with all the other institutions, PPRC, ECSL, ONS, Independent Police Complainant Board, in Human Rights Commission, all the institutions, even Ministry of Youth Affairs, recently we don't meet with them for position them in the implementation of the various recommendations. We have done that. We have also set up a mechanism, to meet with other development partners. Whilst the leadership, the chairman, the chief minister, the whole routine meetings with them, are also the whole routine meetings with the development partners and technical forum when we talk about in implementation and also processes we will help for facilitate work in terms of programming, etc. We also don't meet with civil society, all various civil societies, involving elections process, women's group, young people's group, persons with disability group, across the board. I've gone to conferences. I don't go to the National Women's Conference. I don't look at the perspective around gender perspective around the recommendations, so they support and laws them for women's empowerment and representation, etc. I've also held that for young people. We don't do that also for persons with disability. I don't speak to the National Commission on Persons with Disability. We've also moved beyond that. We've held a series of consultations with other partners. We started with recommendation 78, which is also a very critical recommendation, talking about electoral systems. So because of that, with support from the European Union through international ideas, we and the Attorney General and Minister of Justice in office put a system together, and supported by them. We went across the country, in consultations. Even before we do that, we also hold professional and technical consultations in Freetown. We meet with political parties, we meet with Interreligious Council, we meet with the EMBs, we meet with them. We hold an open dialogue session. We shall bring professionals, then both international and local, for speak about the two electoral systems and give them values and all things. And then in a live broadcasting process of about 100 Sierra Leoneans of all different all walks of life, then speak to the issues then raise the hand. We also recruit facilitators, people who have been in democratic processes for the past 2 decades. With the Sierra Leoneans then. And we bring also an international for can join them for facilitate all them process there. We held regional consultations in all the 5 regional headquarter towns, and we brought districts there. We spoke about all these issues, and then we have produced a report. And that report we have also disseminated it out. And it's in the hands of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. We've also held other consultations with the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, looking at the various recommendations and the proposed amendments. And we have held series of other consultations with political parties, civil society, the media, and that we have also moved out of town with support from UNDP. Very recently, we have held the 16 district public information session, we have visited all districts in this country. We have taken the 80 recommendations to them, and we brought every facet of the district into a town hall meeting of about 150 people. In many of the meetings, it went beyond 150. And we spoke about the 80 recommendations. We also spoke about the legislative amendment proposals that the Attorney General is done, and we opened conversation. It was not a consultation, but it was about informing and letting Sierra Leoneans for the first time sit in a room and speak about what really tripartite was about. It was a fantastic and eye-opening impression to many Sierra Leoneans. They've never seen. The concept of based on who speaks to them has been quite different, and today now they are face to face with the institutions that are dealing with the issue, and it produced a lot of real commitment. The feeling that Sierra Leoneans owe that laws will change, that will protect their space, that their participation, the cause towards their representation, gives a total impression that indeed progress is being made around this process. So across the day we don't do that, we don't come back. We put together the reports and report back to the UNDP and also the steering committee. We still be supposed to do something on persons with disability and also the media, but because of we are wrapping the end of the year, that may not happen. But we are looking forward to the new year, how we will be able to really look at Dande and back and bring the media into them, so that we also really give them the tools for reduce or even minimize or stop misinformation or disinformation around this particular process. But that's where we are. Also in the civic week, we were out there. Speaking to Sierra Leoneans about what the whole 8 recommendations are and what are some of the processes, that the laws that we change around this whole process. And you could really feel, somebody will not really get the understanding, and you give them a booklet like this, and you spend time for explain to her what it mean. It give a complete impression about waiting be done in their mind, or waiting people and be done they tell them, because like I said, it was based on where you stand and what you are my people are, and so it will not create a lot of real misconception in the minds of Sierra Leoneans. But we don't go right through. Everybody, most Sierra Leoneans will attend that process. Even in the radio discussions, the television discussions, don't commit for imagine say it will bring a new dawn in our country.
All right, why bring in a new dawn? What's the disconnect been there? Because when we talk about tripartite, it's 3, 1, 2, 3: the moral guarantors, the government of the Republic of Sierra Leone, and the opposition. So waiting have been the disconnect where we will not be involved other political parties, and now we can decide for involve them. And if so, why will not go change the name from tripartite to maybe multi-type?
I think say we don't pass that stage. I don't want to dwell back to where this has come from.
Okay.
Because if I want to dwell back to who said it come from, this was a situation between 2 parties who went to the polls, and they felt, one felt aggrieved on the outcome, and so they suspended their participation in governance, and then this led to this. The whole scope of this process had not just been underlined by the 2023 elections as well.
Coordinator, we talk
okay, so in not on just under the 2023 elections. So because of the extent of we reverse back the whole process onto 2007. We say let's check elections from 2007, 2012, 2018 to 2023, and let's see what's in the issues there. We don't do they may not be too different from all of what has happened on 2023. Now, just like the heights now outside, they don't bring that kind high level of contestation. But in every of those elections, there has been some level of contestation. In 2007, I mean, there were cancellation of results, and there was serious contestation, padandi. People then disagree. In 2012, people then disagree. In fact, there was a whole language, they say, go police. In 2018, I mean, the same thing. So 2023 now, 9 erases. So now on that basis, then they say, let's look at this election business, and let's see what will go correct. I will tell you, and this now I talk across Wogo. Now, serious minds of Sierra Leoneans will sit down and look at all that environment there and scope up and dig inside and put that table which is the core of issues will end up into these 80 recommendations. When you read them with that hindsight, when you understand what this they talk about, you will know say and fine brains of Sierra Leoneans and they sit down and then put this together and are very serious issues there they put together, and then issues there it will bring changes in laws. Not to law no more. It will also bring very strong conversations around policies, regulations, and guidance around elections, administration and management systems. It will also change laws them. We will deal with elections, administration and management processes.
Okay.
But it will also change a lot in the constitution. And deal with a set of issues them who will not ever really take seriously who will they look at elections business. So that's very serious issue. Will not for encourage and will not for allow anybody for talk butter as if na just name tripartite. The how we call them. But when you read them and you imagine what you will come out of them, you will realize say, well, Sierra Leone really they take a decision. We go touch many more generations than life as they run election business in this country.
Sierra Leoneans then go want for no waiting at the main thing them way we currently they implement for the reform, as well as then go also want for no waiting the tripartite steering committee they keep the reform process independent from political pressure, be it from the ruling government or the opposition.
You know, okay, so first of all, like what I said, 8 recommendations. Yeah. 17 of them recommendations as they deal with constitutional review business them. Some of them I would name them, but you know, not so easy thing for cram all thing. You know, for example, if they ask for how then they elect, how then they appoint electoral commissioner then, or PPRC chairman. If they ask for election dates now, that okay, we can say 5 years after we parliament dissolve, now we go to elections and president and electoral commissioner then go meet and then decide on a date. No, if they ask now that let we give a date, I mean we go show clearly say when this time they reach with the whole elections. In many other countries and that's what it did. So then a lot there within the constitution we go change. We go look at elections disputes. The issues of disputes between political parties in the administration of their businesses, the issue of for put strong laws in the constitution where they support minority groups, women, for example, the 30% quota, young people 10%, persons with disability 2% graduation onto 5%. So all the one and they want for make it now the constitution now. So 17 of them recommendations now then they go look at. I'll come back for talk a little bit about that. Over 60 of the recommendations now the electoral commission they deal with. We now in the elephants in the room. Now they deal with elections.
So how is from being pressured by political?
How they come? Give me small chance. You don't ask me 3 in 1. Okay. I will touch them all. I mean, just want to explain to you no more. So electoral commission itself, not to law no more go change. The Public Elections Act 2022 go change. Then we'll also build very strong policies on consultation, policies on regulation making, policies around information dissemination. We sign now information for the anytime electoral commission say I don't pull this, they don't show 3 or side the website for the if for they on the website permanently, if for they na gazette, if also the hard copy for them each of the offices, so that the consistent be how they go do consultation. They say them for also ensure say a policy on consultation day, and we go deal with everybody, and a consultation list of stakeholders for the then they serve the, and they also regulation making, because electoral commission they make regulations. Okay, this week here we will hold voter registration, so that regulation they make if we go through also consultation list, consultation process, but for also do this and this and that, so then they also did. But a lot of the laws them also they were made and tweak them, and some of them and change, and a lot they will happen that way. PPRC the same thing. Instead when they ask them for do a series of down the, I mean you see where the jingle they talk different numbers. ONS, a lot of conversation there about the integrated election security planning process, and now how the election security business will happen, how for example we for stop using marshals or talks they being political party people, and ensure say we develop a mechanism with the constitution back a hold for no say the police now they in charge of that they serve day, and then also one thing a day about the police, IMC, SLBC, Police Complaint Board, Human Rights Commission, Ministry of Youth and Youth Sector Issues, all that one day, you know. So each of them one and day will they ensure say the institutions they really take note of them. But for them we also get real engagement with the whole interagency meeting, where then they come, they all sit down under one roof and we discuss the issue and they will align them into the database where we will give you statistical figure around them. Now this process here and so that's all for be very open about them. Now the government of Sierra Leone they implement them. Now so this document say recommendation 80. They say many can go to cabinet. Who done a cabinet? Now the institution where they run governments. But now and under the chief minister in office a day. But quite open to the people that were inside that committee day. I not really ever see who sign the decisions that wouldn't they take, not to them where they meet and talk about them. So now that level they. The government they fund them largely, and they put some money there. Other development partners they also put some money there. So that's that way they work. But when anytime that steering committee meets, then people that when they inside there, now then they take the decision, and that decision they now we they move forward with. We now the secretariat, now under the steering committee will they, and now the chief minister now the head. So now it means say in one of the people that will go consistently brief and talk to what you do, because also every day, every week the steering committee they meet. So if emerging issues then come, I need for brief them for me know, and then they go decide for me we call steering committee meeting for example, or you go say well when I go deal with them. One of the things that we very open in this process, the chief minister na state house today. So then this steering committee secretariat here na state house for don day. But the sense where they set up, Mr. Segbe as head of the steering committee, I engaged the chief minister, and he see seriousness in that. I say if we dey na state house, access not go there all the time for many people and they can't see we. So it will create, I mean, a lot of questions. So now we dey out of state house, so that we say Segbe will get to our office, we say people and will get access freely. And because of that, so we don't they run with your office, and everybody they can dey. Even the opposition very recently they choose a new person who will lead on this process here, and that person they don't come at the office. We don't sit down, we don't talk. We invite other people and then they come. So that way they open, and not they under any coercion or instruction for do things this way against the steering committee. What will they do? Now just waiting the steering committee want for see happen.
All right, coordinator, we see the political parties then reject to some of them recommendations then where they inside the book where they show the public. Some of them then say, I will just mention few of the things that we then they reject. And by the way, we just get next studio guest, we na Sheriff Barry. Sheriff Barry na the chairman of the political parties then. It just come in now. Good morning and welcome to Unity Broadcasting.
Good morning to the house, good morning to the listeners and viewers. Assalamu alaikum to we all.
Walaikum salam. So then get things that we didn't really reject. One of the things that we didn't reject now, they say the 50 plus 1% for presidential election, but then they recommend 50% and then they add 5% of that 5%, then one let other political parties like let them consult them. Okay, me don't win. I want you for come on board. Follow we all galvanize and win together like we used for C. Then also talk about then reject the dual citizenship for membership of parliament and presidency. Then also then support the diaspora voting, but it's diaspora voting when they support. Then just want for let it be the closed region, not to the one for like US, China, America, England also. They reject to that, and then also reject the registration of political parties if they fail for win elections. Then once then reject to that, and then reject the manner in which then they appoint electoral commissioner we just been to talk about. Then once want for push the commission for let it develop more consultation, the policy, consultative policy. And then the last one I go read, they also reject the 6 months resignation of members of parliament or registration of everybody, but then one for let una maintain the 1 year as it is for be. Now, coordinator, what do you go say to that before we invite Sheriff Barry?
You know, this process here, it really deal with political parties, then gets role for play in this. They also, as political parties, for the voices of the people, the own people. I mean, in every process what don't they do, there has been consistent consultation with political parties, all registered political parties, 16, yeah. And we don't they try. They also have met. They have a position paper on this. We will continue to meet with them as well, because many of these issues that what will they do? We are able for the interrelate with them, because a lot of them law and data they go affect, so they need for see and clearly. So I not get power for say yes or no. Now them strong opinion, and every opinion matter in this.
But to you as a coordinator, do you think their rejection is tangible or it's just a big thing?
It is tangible.
And is it doable?
That is left with them and the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a servant of the people, and I take messages. I mean, don't listen. That's always what I have said to people. Listen to the message. Don't pay attention to the servant, to the messenger. So that's what I do. I mean, everything that we brought back, I mean, from people's opinion, questions, and views, we have categorized them into districts. We will present them to the various institutions as well. So what I would say is that their position papers are with the Attorney and Minister of Justice. I am already aware that some of them issues that we don't raise, the Attorney General has said believe in some. For example, around the registering of political parties. I mean, we don't get that conversation. They believe, say, not to just for win elections, for example, that they form political party, now about multi-party representation, and as a result of that, I mean, it's for accept that kind of process, it will bring a lot of constitutionalism issues, maybe even in the Supreme Court. So the whole issue about fundamental rights and the right to association and all and the AD, we don't get them conversations then they. But like I said, it will finally, be wrapped up soon, and then process and because of the sensitivity, the one that we don't need certain process, then we'll go to parliament, and parliament go take decision now. But I know say a lot of consultations they take place, in this process with political parties. They may want more and many more for better issues sink down. But like I said, it's not over exhausted yet. Until final laws are out, then we know that we have passed those stages.
Okay, for now, so how we going to ensure say then from here they expect we Salone constitution as well as the existing electoral laws then?
When we are in a reform environment. That's not even though we're in a reform environment, we will do everything within the confinements of the constitution. Because the Salone constitution, naina the Bible, naina the Quran. So that's not the way will happen. We will contravene them. But also, we are in a reform process. I don't tell you, I say just in this document, 17 they point to the constitutional review process. And that constitutional review process, it all day on for over 20 years. And within that 20 years, 2 white papers don't come out of her from 2 different governments. The Peter Tucker white paper and also the Justice Cowan white paper. When you read out, you will realize the Justice Cowan white paper now be one of the most consultative white papers. Over 10,000 consultations, over 150 recommendations, and then also government now, President Bio say we will not do another consultation. We will review them to white paper there and produce one, and it will help we for review the constitution.
All right, coordinator. So we don't look at all them white papers, but this is 2 years along the line. 2 years since they don't form this tripartite here, and we they go into electionary year next year. Eventually, most of the things that we get for happen next year is elections or about towing to elections. You feel say all of the implementations here, how you feel say the challenges the owner they get when I go able quickly resolve for meet up with the standard of election practices?
Them process they are not to process the way you go just run with, especially where it requires extensive consultations and engagements with political parties, other stakeholders, the citizens for understand and position themselves their own opinions from informed points. So you will see and say it look gradual, but I will tell you say extensive work don't take place. What now we need for do now for pack waiting we think say. From now on to the end of the year, only next year, will pass into law through parliament, for example. Other one and they will virtually not go just pass through parliament because they're entrenched now constitution, and they will require a referendum. We'll go wait for that and they back. But I believe say a lot of this will happen by the end of this year, but also the first quarter and second quarter of next year. We don't pass a lot of those processes. We are aware, from Musa Usidom, say this is supposed to happen far from election period, because planning for election itself, it need a lot of this. Other one, even in this process here, if we plan them now, we would waste money no more. Because we have to plan them back very close to elections. Because now so no more the election process now. Now few. Now 1 year to election, now you go able to plan them effectively and citizens that follow through. Voter registration, let me begin planner now. Yes, the planning day now, because it already go down there in operation plan, it go in strategic plan, they try for fundraising around issues around them and look at all what's in the needs of them. But in operational reality, will be closer to the elections.
All right, Sheriff Barry, you know the chairman of the Political Parties Dialogue Committee. Now you don't hear waiting Golukata don't say. And when I don't make objections to some of them things then, how you see the tripartites they go along? And if you say now something where it doable, when I go able for Donham and the people are waiting, what's going on?
Thank you so much. Thanks to my brother. I think today now I shall be well. Together with the lady again, the moderator, just blue. On a very serious note, let me just give a summary of this tripartite. Honestly, political parties were left out at the initial period. It was only the APC, the government of Sierra Leone, cum SLPP, and the partners. I say SLPP or government cum SLPP because there is no government we could form in this country we not emanate, come from a political party. That the constitution say. You no go run as a president in this country if you not come under a political party. So in disguise, then you just see a government of Sierra Leone, but we know for sure it is the SLPP and APC that went to that tripartite. There are a lot of lacunas where they against the constitution of this country, where they make recommendation for remove. The constitution say 55%. If you get down there is no runoff. And noting the recommendation from the tripartite say 50+1. We, the other political parties that are very strong outside parliament, we position paper, we make a recommendation, we send on to the Attorney General, Minister of Justice, we send on to Mr. Golukata, and other partners then tell them say, no, if una say una no want for go into runoff because of expenditure, there is a fine model we can do. When the party gets 50%, it can come coalesce with the other parties that we get 5%, then form a government. Then there will be a government of coalition, a government of inclusion. We will avoid all other runoff. It will bring unity, sanity, and development in this country. That is our position. We come to the registration of political party, which is very, very unconstitutional. It is against the fundamental human right of Sierra Leone for say if a political party now win 2 consecutive elections, therefore the registrar. Good practice don't show say that political parties will don't run for over 4 times. They not win at the 5th time they emerge. Take for example Abdoulaye Wade in Senegal, a go 3 making 4th a win. There are a lot of other examples who they give. So we make a recommendation say no than they against the Constitution section 35 of the 1991 Constitution say political parties are formed to shape the political will of Sierra Leoneans. They not say for can win elections. Okay, if you don't want to let we put on this way say if you don't win presidential elections for 2 terms, then let they register you. Like today, we not forget APC and SLPP because then they've done lost 2 presidential elections. See how these guys are? So you come to the other side, the dual citizenship. We're very, very important. We, the political parties outside parliament, say, yes, we accept dual citizenship for enjoy other rights, but not to the right for go parliament or for be president. The danger is that now if you don't get 2 citizenship, you then a parliament. For example, you are a citizen of Ghana and a citizen of Sierra Leone, or a citizen of Liberia, and there's an issue between Liberia and Sierra Leone. Who say you allegiance today? So we say no, if you want to be a president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, our God-given country, denounce your citizenship, then you left with one winner is Sierra Leonean. You can contest now for presidential and parliamentary. Rather than that, we say no to it.
You denounce and get time frame. You can denounce today and tomorrow you can declare.
No.
Time frame.
You get a time frame, 1 year.
Okay, 1 year.
1 year to elections. We put down the again. Well, it seems the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, they are not taking our point into consideration.
But we already get that now we close them, because I remember somebody in the intent for be president, he ended up for denounce in US citizenship for come and take over Sierra Leone presidency. We see that and the individual we in other parts of this discussion we not go call them. So that's the part of the law. Why wanna feel say wanna they bring them now for other areas of appointment or areas of governance, or not just for the presidency?
Edena we law books that the tripartite now recommend that say we forget dual citizenship without renouncing one of your allegiance. This is what we are saying. We are totally against it. It is not good for Sierra Leone. It is mortgaging our sovereignty. How could you have two citizenship at the same time? So this same way they make now the other political parties outside parliament say no to it. Stick to one. You can get two. You renounce one. You can become president of Sierra Leone or member of parliament.
All right, Sheriff, let we ask Golukata this question because we need for round up with them. Opposition, APC, they cry, say they really not get representation inside this tripartite. According to them, they say just one member then gets winner, the minority leader. And all the individuals that were they inside, now they need it by default. You as the coordinator, you agree to that? Or a fallacy?
I don't know the opinion because the mayor of the city of Freetown.
The mayor of the city not did in the capacity of APC. He did in the capacity as city council or councils, according to them.
But the mayor na APC. So I don't really know what will they explain. Yes, it did. I mean, na a representative of the people, na indeed. But in party, na APC. The mayor of Makeni, na representative of the people of Makeni. But in party, where he win from, na APC. So I don't understand that. But I think say, with the opinion of the whole, then get right for approach the chief minister as chairman of the committee and make them discuss them.
But if they say they come back to you and say the chief minister na SLPP, but then na the chairman, what would you say, or what you go say to them?
So now the same thing I don't talk. The chief minister na SLPP, na the chairman, and so na part of their own representation now. I mean, look, these people are politicians. They are all in there from political parties. So no other way, not except from the other sets of people from civil society, etc. But that's what I'm saying. The mayor from Makeni, na APC mayor. The mayor from Freetown, na APC mayor. The minority leader na APC. So I don't know what that representation they mean.
So why would I not be point and say, because of this system make una dey part of them, but rather than bringing them on board as councils? Because in your early discussion, you talk say we bring on board the councils. So if you are referring to mayor now as APC, and then they say their representation is minimal, where is the disconnect?
I think the core of the representation, I don't really know what's the idea of how they choose them, but I know say for them they ask cabinet for decide how they for implement that process and at the decision and they will come. And when me they read them from my own eye, na representative, na elected representatives of the people. So that it make them in that kind of place there. But I'll know say a conversation on between the current leader wey dey deal with the tripartite from the APC and the chief minister. I will let for level allow me that conversation continue and see how they go resolve that.
All right, while waiting for that, I go ask this other question. Some committee members then, we don't see then they try according to public whispering, that they want for vie for positions at higher level, presidency or even other areas. You know, if you say being a committee member or being part of this tripartite, it will jeopardize the process.
That's not part of the terms of reference. I mean, these processes have very clear jacketed terms of reference. Yeah, the parts
of the process.
So I think, see, the conversation will come in the steering committee. I mean, every Sierra Leonean has a very clear impression about what will jeopardize processes where they go on. So let's wait for. I don't get opinion on that one. The down in the governing council. The most I go do. Now, for advise the chairman in a closed door meeting.
Then why not try to advise the chairman if the chairman is vying for example a presidency and he's the chairman, and then another person is vying for presidency who is part of the committee. To me, you know, if you say maybe now the reason why some of them clause they are still tagged the dual citizenship before resign 6 months for this for that, you know, if you say now that's because when you look at all the names that are coming up, where they come up, they all get to sing strongly. One are British, the other one are United States.
No, Elizabeth, I don't think so. These are technical processes and they are dealing with the law. We go left the Attorney General, Minister of Justice really for deal with the issue there. I mean, in consonance with consultation with people. We have also had public information and we have heard what citizens also feel about this. So a lot need for be understood for law reach that decision day as to how the law will change. You know, but like I said, and I make you see the process there, it can feel like it's slow. It requires a lot of real engagements and consultations, and consistently when they do this, will they come to the political parties. So I should say, in the very short moment from now, we will not reach some logical conclusion on the issue there. I mean, based on final consultations. I mean, the Maji says the Attorney General says we want to do some public information, but maybe he get the way high one for one. But like I said to you, the laws that we are changing are not just for political parties or politicians; they are for Sierra Leoneans, and I'm sure we want to do good to the people of Sierra Leone.
But those politicians and political parties are also Sierra Leoneans.
That's what I'm saying.
So lastly, Omiosa, aside of you being the chairman or coordinator, being the coordinator of the steering committee, you feel the secretariat, you feel say this particular dialogue it go hold water, or not something where would they expect for get another 5 years term for Donna?
No, this go down.
What's the time frame?
Like I said to you, a substantial work don't take place. What you need now, some level of final consultations, and then a pre-legislative engagement with parliamentarians, and from their comments, it will return back now to them as a bill. But I can tell you, a lot has happened, and from the conversations across the country, Sierra Leoneans are looking forward to this. I mean, Sierra Leoneans are looking forward to holding political parties accountable, for example, for violence, for incitement. I mean, for causing mayhem within their communities. No Sierra Leonean no one foresee election they go on in brother and sister, where then they sit down and they eat, but where politics come, if they can bring confusion inside them place. Those are very sensitive issues. Sierra Leoneans want people are being accountable for misuse of property, state property, for example. Those are all issues that citizens have looked at and said, if you like would come to. So there is a lot of real zest and impression from Sierra Leoneans across the country wanting to see better laws protecting them and their rights. And I think it's important for let we go through the process here so that by 2028 we go able for really hit some of or most of the issues that we think say can always show up now election process.
So finally for me, waiting at the assurance where you go give to citizens, then we still doubtful say then reform here go lead to credible and free and fair election. I
have gone right around this country, in the 16 districts. I did almost 7. My set of other colleagues did another 7, and then we came to Freetown. We have seen we sat together. There's not much difference between the conversations from each geopolitical part of the country. So suddenly, we will come up. So suddenly, other things they come up. But in general, what you will see and what you will hear, the people then get believe say if this one are done well, they go support Boku seriousness by election business in our country.
If he done well, so we pray and hope he done well. So
by the grace of God.
Repeated complaints and repeated.
By the grace of God, we believe in them. Like what I tell you, I say now find minds and head. Then they sit down for put this document together. Even when political parties they don't meet. Yes, here and there they don't raise the issue that hate you, but you see they don't pick inside a few. We then believe say it will affect them.
We can find laws then the implementations.
So that
the laws,
some
are very beautiful. Then fine.
The
implementation
so we are putting other caveats to ensure we implement them. We're putting policies, we're putting regulations, we're putting guidances that will help in the implementation effectively. And I think that is supposed to help with.
So when finally we go put this tripartite to rest, when finally civil unions they expect this tripartite for be arrest, a thing of a past.
A bulk of the work suppose go down this year because of land. I say suppose go down this year because of the extent of work we don't be around now and then. But in the new year, first and second quarter, I believe we suppose to don't they put a lot of this BNW now for implementation. Because not to just put a BNW, now law they will they make, and for able for begin implement them immediately. For sure say yes, we ready. For sure clearly say what you would expect that 2028 election for be different.
In name na Golukata in the secretariat in the coordinator na the tripartite secretariats. He been there inside the studio with we where it share highlights on the process, the implementation, and the way forward. A optimistic is a bulk of the activities don't be done this year. The program now Unity Broadcasting on we morning show where we talk about the tripartite issue. On our stay tuned, we go take a quick commercial break and we'll go be right back.
Salon get one independent cross-party committee, pan electoral system, and management review body them, when they can call tripartite committee. Then form this committee inside November 2023 as part of the talk with the international committee been put much pan for agree for national unity for Sibot the draw we been there pan the last June 2023 general election. The committee the main work now for look the general system how we dey and how they go about them from 2023 and then other election them like 2007. 2012, 2018 for see how them go pick and look inside then draw them per election and result management. This na for respect, transparency and fairness go there pan all election them with the Kamna Salon with the international best practice. The main thing them per the work na then this for look back the Public Election Act 2022 and other important law them to watch how the Electoral Commission for Salon, ECSL and other body them they do their work. For CC they team up by themselves and command the respect for develop some kind document we go help for give strength to election business. We dey look back the 1991 constitution for make them one strong multi-party democratic constitution. The tripartite recommendation report get 80 recommendation them where them put this way. A 17 recommendation them they deal with constitutional review process. B 26 recommendation them they deal with legislative reform. C ECSL get 60 recommendation them where them for do. D PPRC get 7 recommendation them where them for do. E ONS get 10 recommendation them where them for do. F IPCE get 2 recommendation them where them for do. G NCRE get 3 recommendation them where them set for do. H SLBC IMC Ministry of Youth Affairs and Human Rights Commission get one recommendation where each of them for do. Once the recommendation yasu, then do a full one and they adopt new constitution. Salon go get strong electoral system. We all man go glad for. On top that, proper democracy go there. We all go there as one and the country go push go before. Now the Tripartite Steering Committee Secretariat, Office of the Chief Minister, with support from United Nations Development Program, UNDP, bring this message to una.
As government and stakeholder them, they continue to implement the Productive Social Safety Net and Youth Employment Program, PSSNYE, where World Bank we don't give Salon government $42 million for. National Commission for Social Action, NACSA, they use part of this amount for transfer money to us and family them. We pop a smack. Now, area them will not receive nothing yet through the Social Safety Net Program. For sake of this, government will extend this facility to new hostel we put the money. Same way so, NACSA, they use part of this money for give money to Salon people for start their own business, train and mentor people them and connect them for agricultural program them where the government and non-governmental organization body them they operate. NACSA they also give this money to over 7,000 youths them to provide them with short-term work opportunity them upline through the Sustainable Cash for Work program.
As all this dey be, Freetown City Council go use spend this money for about over 6,000 youths them for clean the city and do other public work them na Freetown.
The National Youth Commission NACOM go use some of this money for support new and old youth group them for open their own business them na Freetown. Inside they go able get access to money, training and counseling, but how for improve their own business them.
And then go implement this program na Bo, Makeni, Kenema, Potloko and Freetown.
For complaints, comments and inquiries, call Anti-Corruption Commission or 077-985-985 or 077-986-986 or toll-free line on Africell, QCell and Orange 8515. This message will come out from the Anti-Corruption Commission ACC with support from the World Bank, UNICEF and the government of Sierra Leone.
Indeed, corruption na we country is not good. This is not part of the reason why we did try for discuss issues inside the studio. We go continue the program, Unity Broadcasting Morning Show, and we 48 Shaka Stevens Street address. So, Sherry Barry, you don't see where Golukata don't tell her down, or very optimistic. He say, definitely we go get through this by the end of this year. Boku things then, they don't already done by next year. We'll go see the headway. So you are the chairman of the political parties dialogue committee. With all them things you don't say, you don't tailor down all the things that we wanna reject. Why wanna feel say dual citizenship no go stand or not for be part of we tripartite or with Sierra Leonean laws?
Thank you so much. I was really amazed when you asked that question to Mr. Vulukata. And you make some examples, but not by calling names. You know, when people they make law, at the time, they make law for their own convenience, not for future generations. This.
Which question you did talk about?
Talk about dual citizenship.
Okay.
When they make laws for protect themselves, for let them be comfortable, forgetting about the future and about the implications of such a law with time. Dual citizenship, as the Constitution capturer, is not there against that. What in the Constitution say, and not we the other political parties, we get vision with the outside parliament, we say, for become president, for become member of parliament, you don't forget two citizenship at the same time, because of conflict of interest, because of allegiance. President business and member of parliament, that's a very serious issue. So if you want to become a member of parliament or a president, denounce one of your citizenship, then you stick to Sierra Leone for avoid conflict of interest, for avoid allegiance to the other country. So this now we own position. when you watch am openly with critical mind, you go know say we stands the other political parties outside parliament, we stands a very clear and very simple and therefore protect the sovereignty of this country. You just imagine, you say a Chinese man will get right for become president of Sierra Leone or for be a member of a parliament in Sierra Leone. Just imagine that. We no go result to the apartheid wey been dey exist in South Africa. You know, we no go be result to a state capture. So what we are saying, if a Chinese national where one of parents are citizens of Sierra Leone, renounce you Chinese and citizenship and become a Sierra Leonean. Okay. It is very simple and clear. That shows with the other political parties we are very patriotic.
Well, before me colleague inside, if you feel say then thing then particular laws they end up for implementing or passing, you know, feel say Honorable Kande Yomkela can sue them because they allow a denounce in membership or in citizenship in the United States.
Well, I'm not a lawyer, but I believe say it no go get right for sue them. Because the time when in denounce, that was the time when the law been they say, you don't forget dual citizenship for become a president and a member of parliament. So if they can't change the law, it no go be retrospective again. So you know get any legal stand or legal foot for challenge.
So one of them politicians then, you feel say now way one of they fend for coin or twin the law we go favor una, because like I'd say earlier to Golukata, we get individuals then way the name they play say they want for be presidents in this country, and some of them by default or by actuality they are dual citizens. You know, feel say some of them committee members there, or one of them politicians there, one of they play in the minds of we the ordinary Sierra Leoneans, we not get nothing for do with politics.
Well, I know why use the we politician. Me are very open. The APC and the SLPP, we then form that committee. They want to protect themselves by passing such a law when a dual citizenship. Now, it make we the majority of the other political parties. We get love for this country. We are very patriotic. Say we cannot mortgage Sierra Leone by getting a dual citizen for be a president or a member of parliament. Yes, we agree. You can get passport. There is no problem. We agree. Say yes, you can get right for buy land. We no get problem with that. But the highest office, president. No, you know, for get a dual citizenship, for hold that position because of conflict of interest or allegiance.
The entire tripartite process, you make mention earlier on, say, Una being left out, other political party they be left out. Waiting at the reason being we make Una as political party them be left out.
Well, the reason, to me, it is my opinion that the APC and SLPP no want a third party for exist and for remove the power. What I mean? If you go to one of the recommendations, say if you don't win elections 2 consecutive times, therefore they register you. These are a recommendation with the muzzle other political parties. It is a recommendation where muzzle democracy, the rule of law. So these two guys just want, they are comfortable when 10 years this one take over and other 10 years this one take over. So to me, it is a rotational democracy, the one for it continue for exist in this country.
So what of parliament? Una get representative then they, how many parties then they represent we in a parliament?
So unfortunate that not only 2 political parties in a parliament. And that again, they make a law. Even when we tell them, say, with this PR system, the threshold is so high, 11.9, that means it is only the APC and SLPP that will continue to survive in any electoral cycle. They not yield to it. We advise, they not take with opinion granted, they not take with suggestion, and at the end of the day, you only have the APC and SLPP in parliament. Now you make way then get that brouhaha in parliament, it affects them. But if other political parties were in parliament, if one political party decides, say, in the opt-out of parliament, parliament still for continue for.
So now one still continue for cities, or is there a way una raise for change of policies or waiting, or is this okay by una's political party there?
Anything that is undemocratic, anything that is unconstitutional, anything that goes against the rule of law, it goes against freedom. We, the other political parties, need to subscribe to that. We've made our position very known. We send with policy, with position paper, to the Attorney General Minister of Justice.
So in the event they not agree for really work with una, what think will be the next step?
In the event they refuse, them, they don't muzzle democracy.
So what think will be the next step?
The next step, we'll still talk, continue to talk. That is the tool we have. And final analysis, we'll sue them to court. We'll go to the Supreme Court.
All right. Why is would they wait for the final analysis and going to court? Now the people then go talk, say, or the tripartites go look at and say, una na more of wasting of time for the people. Because when they go into elections year in, year out, una not the win, and nothing, no tangible reasons knocking there. After it all, una dissolve, where elections can come back, una come on board. You know, facing that that's now some of the reasons make them want for dissolve then small party then, where they can call mushroom party.
I take an exception for use the word mushroom parties. The requirement for register as a political party is cut across all board, whether the APC, whether the SLPP, the NDA, and other political parties. The recommendation is against Section 35 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, where say they form political parties for shape the minds of people of this country, for watch about the economic stance, the social stance of Sierra Leoneans, for advocate for the people there. So this are the primary function were enshrined in the 1991 Constitution of this country. And political parties, they do their functions. When there was an outbreak of Ebola and Corona, you see the contribution of political parties. By then, the president, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, was in opposition. He led the fight against Ebola. That now for sure you say now the functions of political parties in this country. But I don't tell you the underlying reasons why these two guys don't want the existence of other political parties, because they want to continue with the rotational democracy from A to S, from S to A. I can run a football commentary about them too, in fact.
So if you get the opportunity for runner, we go cancel that way, you go do that. But we now reject to other things and we are one for just sit. Una reject the manner for the appointment of the electoral commissioner. So una say una want more consultation let than they happen. Then una also talk say people they not for just resign at 6 months. Una still want for maintain the 1 year period. Why? You know, if you say for the 6 months, that go show more effectiveness, because if somebody they in power, you left them for 1 full year, waiting go happen to the next person where they come. Why not wait for 6 months and then you retire or you resign and go into the new office where you want? Why wanna do them 2 pointers there?
You see, we the politicians outside parliament will get an open mind. We they see when the two guys then they make laws. As soon as they make laws, we go for watch at the advantages and the disadvantages. If you don't decide, you're not a public servant or a civil servant, you don't decide, say, you want contest for elections. Already you go don't resolve that, you go don't make that decision for 3, 4, or 2 years before you come up for fight. So what will they say? 1 year left that office, can't join we na the field, can't join we na the race. Do we all start for struggle from that moment? But you did that office just 6 months to elections. You resign 6 months to elections. You are not serious about your electionary process. You want make in the poor and out of the poor. You want use that as a bait. So what we are saying, if you are genuine, you want for help the people of this country, a genuine politician, left office, 1 year, come between a long bench, we continue the struggle.
What do you mean long bench?
The long bench, that is a political coin. Who coin say, come between na the struggle. That the long bench in politics.
Beyond consultation, how una as political party them and civil society then they involved in the monitoring implementations?
That's a beautiful question. Okay. Political parties, to me, I can say we are not thickly involved in the monitoring process. We are not. But the only good thing we then give you now resolution 5, we speak say we forget inter-party dialogue committee. Now we own parliament, and that's resolution 5 in the end. All this tripartite business where they talk, they fade out. But resolution 5, of which I'm the current chairman in the state, now they will the dialogue between ourselves and talk to ourselves the truth, and also get ideas how to govern the state and how to talk to the people. But we are handicapped to somehow. But thank God, UNDP, PPRC, they come. But the government of Sierra Leone not can thickly for support the process of the inter-party dialogue committee. But right, if we don't crisscross for all the other political parties, if we don't move down to the APC, talk to the executive.
So waiting they slow now down. Waiting actually they slow the process down.
We need support.
All right, now why SONA need support? Why is it that the nation, our country, everything all they do not fund? You as a political party dialogue committee chairman, you know, if you say that go debar most of the decision making where we they do if we elections now international body they can support her, sponsor we. Tripartite now then they can't sponsor we. Making uniforms or t-shirts now then they sponsor we. Buying this now then this everything what they do now then they sponsor we. Don't you think that will influence our decision making as a nation?
Thank you so much. One great philosopher, where they call Israel Pound, he say, and I quote, "A slave is one who waits for someone to come and free him."
But you just said,
by that extension, we are not free as a nation. We are donor driven. We are all other with help, with the wait for help from other donors, other countries. And the money to develop Sierra Leone is in Sierra Leone. Our problem is how do we manage our resources? What are our fiscal discipline, monetary discipline, too much of leakages, too much of reckless expenditures, too much of expenditures and corruption. If we really we act together, resources then we manage with resources well, there is no need we go wait for donors. Now we for start now for donate to other countries. It is the mindset, it's the leadership. Unless and until we get a leader we believe say I will become a president of this country, I only get one house. I'm comfortable with that house. But if you get a leader, we want 50 houses, 100 acres of land, they want billions of dollars, the country no move. So unless we get
as a
people.
politician, you believe in Pan-Africanism?
I do.
And if you win or you end up being a president of this nation, would you rule the nation in a Pan-Africanism way?
Yes. Me go get a hybrid. Both. Who say the Pan-Africanism go work for me country, I go use that. Who say I believe say I go borrow other ideas like how the Dubai United Arab Emirates then he would develop the country. I will borrow that ideas. Usa I believe say the Chinese, where they were very poor, today they are one of the superpowers. I will go link with them, learn from them, and get their expertise and bring them back. So it will be both. It will be a hybrid one, Pan-Africanism and other related forms of good.
But you just say una not get money for even una committee for una try for implement the things and una don't reject them. Una not get this money. How if somebody can win a donor fund or another special individual, they fund una, you know if you say that person invoice go supersede una your invoices. Coming to that statement where you make, you go do them half and a half.
Our economy in this country is donor driven. That's the saddest thing. It is not a secret, it's donor driven. The tripartite is donor driven. Every aspect where they think of this country is donor driven.
So why we need to change this narrative? Una now, okay, you are not in governance right now. How about una way they na una committee or una way na them political head there? Put una small resources together. Let we do something as per how we able for do one. Because they don't know driven all we talk about. Now because we want more higher amounts where we not able afford. Let we go for something where we able afford for. If we really we mean business, now thing the way we able afford for we go. We say we get the resources, we say we get the everything. So why we no go start? No, we change the narrative. Changing the narrative, they start small. They no go happen one day. Why una as political heads them no go start for doing a bit in the way una capable of doing it?
Thank you so much. We as political parties, since we start this IPDC, now we own small one we do. What mark you? Government for giving the resources.
No funding, no resources, no be allocated in executing.
It is not there, nothing. They just make a resolution say when I forget IPDC, nothing. Government need a fund we. And we have requested to government, you need to fund this process. Because tripartite to go, but the IPDC is very instrumental. It is the parliament for all political parties in this country. It is there where we will talk to we self and tell we self the hard fact. I go sit down and watch Batile Songa and tell her the fact. I go sit down and watch Yansane or lawyer Dumbuya, the hard fact. I go sit down and talk to Nabiu, the hard fact. So now this inter-party dialogue now in the parliament for all political parties in this country. So we need to get funding from government because that is the responsibility. It is the cardinal responsibility of government for CC. There's a dialogue, there's a unity, there's a prosperity and development.
Now, this will be my last question. Being a chairman, you feel say this dialogue go hold water or na something where we wanna just talk for long na please wanna support us?
Fine, another very beautiful question. Yes, you use the word believe. And I mean, they read one book where one philosopher say, he said, whenever somebody use believe, he is not certain. But me one say, I'm sure that the way the dialogue they go so, we can able tell ourselves the truth, tell those that in power say now only one country will get away, then call Sierra Leone. Today you are in power, tomorrow you are not in power. Other person come again. But Sierra Leone remains as Sierra Leone. Like how Nigerian man can say, soldier go, soldier come, barracks remains. This president, the go other one come, Sierra Leone states. There is no need war for divide ourselves. Now this will they talk. We will come together. Let's fight and ensure say we get a stable economy. It is not about which region you come on or not. Now God in your makeup say we all forbid na this country. No, we avoid sonko, avoid political violence. No, we think about the picking the way this morning they grab na levuma for go bado by foot. No, we think about the mami there we no get medicine, the hospitals there, they're not functionable. No, we think about housing as a problem. It is very sad. Sometimes when Asidon, that's what the anti-corruption they do. They are not doing anything. In other words, somebody is paid 3,000 per month. You multiply that by 12 months, it's about 36,000. And for a 2-bedroom, they will go charge you 50,000. Who side the post they pull the extra money? Ben Kelfala, you don't ask yourself that? Ben, I'm calling on you. You don't ask yourself that? You don't make a recommendation? These are the challenges with government for take up. Build housing for the people of this country. Sierra Leoneans are suffering. It is painful laughter. You see, we well dressed, we go out, we laugh. But inwardly, we are really suffering. So that this will they talk now the dialogue committee. We they watch them, we tell them the hard fact. But other journalists don't go able to go tell them the hard fact because they know they that the dialogue committee. So this now they roll down the way the dialogue committee they do. So if government sponsor we, if they're not afraid, we go tell them the hard fact.
So if you say then they afraid, then go afraid for sponsor now, like what they say.
The government they afraid to. Government no want to that vociferous, who that they talk the truth. Government always wants to that they pamper there. All over the world. Not to Salon no more. Now who that the pamper there, when they know they do the good, you tell them the good. Say, you praise them. Then government one. Government not like critical. But we not afraid. We they critic. Because we believe in Sierra Leone. Now God na in the shape. Now God will give me what we they live on. So we will continue for say the truth.
So lastly for me, how Sierra Leoneans they're gonna say then dialogue committee they are really they do their work. And what thing we they expect from all of the reforms that we wanna put together and other people before election. As we know go want to repeat from grumble at disadvantage here and agree and make so.
You know, you see we the politicians we na ario go for ourselves. In other words, now we know how and how elections will be rigged. There is no politician we no go get ideas how election will be rigged. So therefore, now we will lock the domote there. Let the election not be rigged, we will get sanity, provided they listen to we, then take we advice in good faith. How people they go know about this IPDC is by popularizing it. We know we just go sit down at Brookfield every month we talk. We need to go out there for kind of like unity and broadcast. We pay, we talk. We move na different districts there. We go talk to the people there. We move na the market. Let them see me Sheriff Barry, I put on green. Then see Batilo Songa put on red. Then see Secretary Dumbuya put on green. We go to the market. This is now one form of popularizing it. So this is why we are asking government, we need this support, because everything should be visible and tangible. But if we go just sit down at that corner, now Brookfield, we talk and eat and commodity, and then they cascade to the people of this country. Then go just feel say tension day between political parties. Why is when we meet with the Georgia and laugh.
Also,
definitely with the laugh.
Then
outside
why one the turn we hate? Are you guys hypocrites to the nation?
Definitely, politicians are one of the mantra that they would they refer to, would they talk, would they joke, would they laugh, or we'll come out there now. You see, we all twist we face. Now that's the dialogue committee they try for do now. So once we they laugh inwardly, now the hotels there, look, we go outside again and begin hug, we say, and begin they laugh to each other. Then the ordinary people, the
Sierra then go say, when it comes to things that we matter most, politicians or governments know they take them too serious.
Things like what?
The needs of the people. Una they laugh when una meet na hotels. Una they get to na own connection. How una they do am. But when you reach to the public, the face that unify say, hey, this party B and party A, na so they entitled, na so they agree, and not they out there to the public. All waiting supporters then they look na public and that now about, hey, we know they na the same side, we know they see one side, we know they speak in one voice.
And the hypocrisy. What would they inside? Would they laugh and play? We come outside, will be in the tents. That's not complete hypocrisy and not complete deception.
So how
when we take an exception to that,
how we not go able for measure that to reality?
How we go measure? This is what we get the IPDC inter-party dialogue. Now we move out there. Let them begin the see it together. Me some Friday then say na SLPP office they go pray. Someday I just grab no more. I go APC office. I have no enemies. So I want to see the big guys crisscrossing them political parties. Let we start for tell the people then say we are one. They would stop this deception. This for fully Sierra Leoneans. We need a fight. We need a fight. We need to kill each other.
All right.
And we they support each other.
Now they support each other.
Now
the back, now the
corner.
Well, we not begin to do it in public.
Now this are the say. So under my chairmanship as IPDC, now this are one low cascade and down now. Now we start for play in front of the people there. Then the people there go say, oh, we don't need forfeit again.
All right.
We need for day as one.
All right. Every good thing will come to an end. The program now Unity Broadcasting on Unity Morning Show. Sherry Barry now the chairman of the IPDC, and he really come for tell the nation how the tripartites they go on, waiting at some of the rejections where they don't make. And Toram, he said they not get funding. They make funds say. Then political parties where now then they push we out, but when they inside, then get the enjoyment, so then they give them the rough skin. And when they come out and they show say nothing is happening. It has been an opportunity when we do too. Unfortunately, we not go read our text messages or comments. Then apologies for that. You will send. Thank you. You will not send. Make sure next time you send. Somebody tell me say Lizzie, you get more of high profile people than when they watch you. We not they decide for comments because then just can one know waiting they go on a Unity. Well, to that we take we really appreciate when we they watch with those high profile individuals, but we also know say everybody when they watch Unity they are highly high profile. The only thing when I go the comments and that's go increase with visibility on Facebook. When I know say now purely online with the operate. So when you comment, when you say something, then Facebook go able for enlarge will reach. We are 226,000 followers as of this morning plus more. But again, if the engagement is not there, Facebook go close. We reach plenty. Thank you. So Sherry Barry and Golukata will be inside the studio. Me, your name now Elizabeth Kefu Igembe. Good morning and bye for now.
Plenty thank you to the technical head, David Harding. In assistance for today, Alfred Pewa, as well as also the camera operator and the assistant camera operator, Nelson Koka, and me, your name, Maria Marie Bilkishdombea. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation Salon. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize, and inform we all. For developments now we nation Salon. We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform. Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey so for talk, but waiting they happen. Political discussion, you for know about Salon politics. Religious messages, entertainment, self no go left bien. We no go left nothing bien no.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
Developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon. This not the team them where we dey talk about
Sierra Leone political history.
defeating the lives of fake people.
Waiting they be na social media.
One-on-one interview, we go bring you all the hot topics.
Unity Broadcasting TV say,
And we let myself and better Salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
Developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize.